Reach for the stars, everyone. I am the one and only Galaxy Whiz, and today marks the release date of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pack. But since everyone and their mother is going to be playing that on YouTube, I've chosen to go down a different route. Bringing up a game that, well, I'm going to be real, I have a huge passion for. Hold on to your hats, everyone. You've never seen anything like this. Yep, everyone, this is Chocobo Gp. Now, I'm muting the volume for right now to explain a few things. So, this game actually came out only about a week ago. So you might be wondering, wait, if it's so recent, why are you covering this? And that's a valid question. Well, it's actually a similar reason as to why I covered Luminous Adventure X2, Gumball Chronicles Luminous Adventure X2, not that long ago. And that's because, while this game has been gaining attention, unlike Luminous Adventure X2, it's been getting looked down upon and looked over. And as a passionate fan of this game, like Square-Enix, if you're listening, you blew it out of the water with this one. Seriously, I was never expecting to like this as much as I do. But I feel that I need to show the truth about this game. So this video is not being edited, which of course means that we'll get out the door very quickly. It'll get out the door today, in fact, while Mario Kart has just shown up. And I'm doing that because I want to show you guys what playing this game is really like. And I feel having editing can make people have it look potentially worse or better than it is. It's actually the reason why I don't do a lot of editing on almost any of my videos. I do want to do some fun edits here and there on some future videos, which is why I haven't uploaded anything in a while, because the truth is, I have a lot of stuff in the pipeline. Even an entire Let's Play of Gumball Chronicles Luminous Adventure X2, with a cool little challenge twist thrown in as well that I've fully recorded, and it technically would be ready to go up, but I want to do a lot of fun editing with it, so as a result I'm holding off on it until I finish all that. So that's one of the primary reasons I haven't uploaded anything in a while. But in this one's case, I want to get out the door real quickly, and by not editing I can upload it as soon as I finish filming it. And yeah, I want you guys to see why this game is so good, and I will be addressing everything, including the big elephant in the room that I'm sure a lot of you people are thinking about, because Believe me, I have my own opinions on that whole thing. So, without further ado, let's maybe bump the volume down just a tad and head on in. And when we enter the main menu... Oh. Okay, wasn't expecting that. That's fine. Hey, I got 50 Mithril. First and foremost is that you get 50 Mithril every week for free, just for logging in. That's pretty generous. And 5 team sticker sets for a Chocobo Gp anniversary. Oh, cool! Now, there is a third verse, but I thought I'd be quiet so that you could hear the first version of the chorus. The music that's playing right now is a completely original song by Square-Enix known as choco-race. There's actually 3 original songs in this game, believe it or not. Though one of them is very well hidden. I'll get to that in a bit. But as you can see here, we have all of these options here. Custom race allows you to essentially customize a race however you see fit. And of course we have story. Now, if you have the light version, which is free, the story is probably the most disappointing thing because I learned from my big bro, We to Play, that in the light version, the story is just the prologue, which I'm not kidding is basically nothing more than a tutorial. So, ouch. That's pretty brutal. But if we go into story here, we'll have a slight spoiler in the form of an extra mode. More on that in a little bit. But the main reason you want to play story, there's actually 2 reasons you want to play story. The first is, of course, the fact that as you play... Whoa! Hold on. As you play, as you can see here from these characters, you unlock characters as you play. Every chapter, you unlock at least 1 character, if not more, with some of the characters going to the shop. More on that in a bit. You can also get a bunch of play tickets from this mode, like I have 5 of the 8 play tickets that I can get from this for accomplishing various missions. See, like these. And it looks like I haven't placed first for all laps and crossed the finish line, and haven't cleared the goal within 1 minute 3 seconds. Or placed first for all laps and crossed the finish line. Oh, wait. Oh, that's for episode 2, got it. Each chapter is 1 to 2 episodes long, so only a maximum of 2 races per chapter, sometimes 1, sometimes 2. So you can get through this story relatively easy and unlock pretty much every major character on the way. So, very beneficial. But the second reason you want to play the story is, well, for the story. Now, I say that, but I don't exactly mean it in the way that some of you might be thinking. Because the truth is, the story of this game is honestly pretty bare bones until the final chapter. The final chapter is where things take a massively dark turn. I mean, it is Square-Enix. Taking dark turns is nothing new for the company. And it's not as dark as some other Final Fantasy games. Obviously, I wouldn't even call it anywhere near as dark as, like, Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon or anything like that. It's nowhere near that. But, so the story before that is basically just, we have the characters wanting to compete in this big Grand Prix where the grand prize is to have any one wish granted. No, really. And everyone wants to have their own wishes granted for their own purposes and stuff, and all want to make it to the Grand Prix and compete. They all want to win. So, yeah, pretty bare-bones story all in all. But it's not the story that you want. It's the delivery. It's the dialogue. It's the writing in this game. I'm not kidding. This game has absolutely hilarious dialogue. Like, to the point of level of Lego, with how much they self-reference themselves and are not afraid to poke fun at themselves and the Final Fantasy series as a whole. They'll bring up every little quip and thing that you were able to knock about the series that you can think of, and they'll just do it all in good fun. And it's just hilarious. Such great writing. And the voice acting is pretty good as well. Gilgamesh's voice acting is iffy, but to be fair, he's kind of always been a laughing stock character, so it fits for what they're doing. But yeah, those are the big reasons you want to play the story, and only by purchasing the full game can you play the story. But we're 12 minutes in, and of course you guys are waiting to see the gameplay. Of course you're waiting to see the gameplay. But right before that, I may as well mention what this extra thing is. After you complete the story, you unlock this. Now, it has the exact same story, exact same chapters, exact same all that stuff and everything, but the requirements are a little more strict. Most of the missions have now been changed to finish in first place as opposed to beat a certain character. So, it's a little harder. Not all that much harder, honestly. But you want to do this because this will actually unlock additional rides for everyone. And if you can complete it, you will unlock a brand new character. A special secret character. I'm not going to spoil who it is here. But just know, Final Fantasy fans will probably be delighted to see this. And it comes with that song that you can buy from the shop. But as for how the game actually plays, let's head on over to series races here to show that. And I've unlocked mirror mode as well, but I would just be doing it in the master mode here. And you can change your characters, you can change your ride. As you can see, I have all of Chocobo's rides here. I run Chocobo, he's my favorite. But fun fact, when you choose a character, that character will show up in the main menu. So, if we go over here and go to, say, Camilla, for example, and we exit out, voila, there's Camilla. And yes, the wallpaper I chose as well. I chose the Zuzo course because it's honestly my favorite course in the game. But I'm gonna switch back to Chocobo real quick here. As you can see, it loads decently fast. And let's just go right into it. And the series is, well, basically the mode that you expect from a racing game. It has 4 tracks. You try to trying to get the best score on the track so that you can take home the gold trophy. You know, typical kind of fare. But this game is exclusive on Switch, I will have you know. So there's no other version of this game out there. Meaning that what you see here is actual Switch footage. This is on my actual system. These are the actual loading screens. I could skip this if I want, but I like to show this. And you'll see that this at first seems a lot like Mario Kart, but like any good item-based racer, they have their own tricks to them. In this case, we have Magicites for the items, which there's multiple different kinds. That one gave me a few crystals. When you have 10 crystals, you will hit max speed. You can do drifts, which is absolutely critical to doing good in this game. And different Magicites do different things, but as you can see, some of the Magicites are linking together. And that's because that's one of the elements of this game. And kind of like Decon Racing, that was not a Magicite that I just got hit by the way. That is an ability. And when you fill up your meter, you can activate a special character ability with a single press of the Y button. Every single character has a different ability. And abilities are incredibly powerful, and they can only be accessed at one time. But as you can see, we have all manner of types of Magicites. This is far from our typical Mario Kart, oh, we have a green shell wannabe, we have a flying shell wannabe, we have a banana peel. No. These actually have creativity to them. They really thought this one through. Sure, we have something in the form of a green shell, but have you ever seen a green shell that when it hits someone, it won't immediately take them out? Instead, it will hang on them for a few seconds, and anybody who is in their general vicinity will get zapped as well. And after a few seconds, it will hit them. Because, yeah, that's the lightning Magicite in this game. That's far from your normal green shell fare. And and Irma just got hit by Doom. So as you can see here, we have quite a variety of stuff here, and if I pick the blue egg continuously, I can power up my Magicite up to 3 levels. In this case, now we have Quake Magicite at full power, and it's much larger and more devastating than it would be otherwise. If you pick up a blue egg, you're able to link the same type of Magicite that you already have. Something I've learned from experience. But due to the fact that crystals also increase your meter, that's another reason why you want to get crystals even when you are maxed out. Because even when you're maxed out, you can still use the crystals to power up your ability meter. And I won that race perfectly. Very nice. As you can see here, we have a large variety of characters from these 8 already. And trust me, there are a surprising amount of characters in this game. And that's just the ones that you can get standardly. That's the ones that come with the game. You'll find out what that's about soon enough. But as we continue here, we have multiple different types of courses, and this is sort of like Team Sonic Racing in the form that we have places that are in the same world, but they're completely different courses. So, bear that in mind. There is that to keep in mind. Ow! I can use that barrier and stop Doom from attacking me. Which Doom would make me have to jump repeatedly to get rid of it. But I can also taunt people by pressing the left stick. easy enough. Every character has their own taunts, every character has their own dialogue options, and all kinds of other stuff. Heck, there's even a function where if you keep collecting magic eggs when your Magicite Stalker is full, you have the chance of getting the Ultima Magicite, which is insanely powerful. So, there's even that element. As you can see here, I'm pretty good at this game. I've been practicing. I play online a lot as well. And I'll show the online in a bit, actually. But we just got one more race here. But as you can see here, this game is very different from your standard Mario Kart fare. And that's something that makes it really good. Oh, we're at Zuzo, my favorite course. And I'm sure some of you will recognize Zuzo from Final Fantasy VI. I do believe that's where it's from. And trust me, there are more courses like that. Like, oh, I don't know, Alexandria, anyone? Yeah, I know a thing or two about Final Fantasy. And we even have these amazing remixes that you have been hearing throughout the game. And this game just really hits on all cylinders and is so satisfying to play. You can do perfect tricks if you time it right. I want to see if I can get Ultima, but... well, I'll turn this on so that I don't get hit. And abilities, you're invincible when you use, I'll have you know. And again, every character has wildly different abilities, wildly different stats. You can mix it up even more by changing their rides. So you can customize whatever character you want to play in whatever way you want to play, without it being completely overwhelming. So it's really, really well thought out. But I'm just gonna finish up this race here. I clearly am not gonna be able to get Ultima. To be fair, I've never gotten Ultima. I've just been on the receiving end of it. Can't catch me! Yeah, I dominated that. But yeah, that's how the game plays, as you can see. And it's nice and smooth. Looks and plays really well. Very cool. And as some of you might be able to notice, this is a pretty but awesome new remix of the classic Prelude theme of Final Fantasy. Always appreciated for that kind of stuff, and naturally Square-Enix had to put the Prelude somewhere, didn't they? Well, normally when you first get first place, you get 12 prize tickets just for doing that, but it looks like after the first time, you don't get any more prize tickets out of it, so that's fair to say. But now we are going to turn over here to the online. And the online, as you can see here, I am at level 20 right now. I've been busy. And whenever you boot up the game... oh, jeez. Looks like I completed all the weekly challenges. And I completed all my daily challenges. Interestingly enough, the daily challenges only reset themselves when you are playing the game. They'll last for about, I think it's 23 hours for some reason once you boot up the game. And after that, they'll reset once you boot up the game once more. The weekly challenges are more tuned to the typical kind of thing, which in this case seems to cycle out at looks to me like it's probably 8 p.m. every Saturday on West Coast time. So, there's that. Pacific Coast time, I believe is what it's called. But, if we, as you can see with these challenges here, they give you all kinds of gear. And they have all kinds of things, everything from playing the mode enough times to running enough races, using air tricks enough times, using enough magicites, use Superstar and Boost 10 times, which is easy enough to do. I can consistently get it very easily in this game. Ran within the top 3 for 5 laps. Daily challenges are even simpler, with like land 4 attacks on competitive, drift boost level 3 2 times, drift 5 times in 1 race. Pretty simple fare, and they give you everything from prize tickets to gil. And the actual Chocobo GP has you go through 4 races in a tournament of 64 people, which the top 4 from each heat go into the chosen 32. Then the top 4 from that heat go into the semifinals. Top 4 from those 2 heats compete for the Grand Champion title. I actually became a Grand Champion on like my 4th Chocobo GP. Been unlucky since then, but still. And why would you want to level up? Well, if we go to prize level here, you get prizes for every level up. You get everything from team sticker sets to gil. Now you might be wondering what's with the team sticker sets. Well, if we enter here, you can see that I have a certain number of team sticker sets here. And you can pick any of them, and they would normally show up on your character. And the more people that are in the races that have your sticker, like the more those people survive, the more points all of those players will gain. So it can increase their experience and level them up much faster than going in without. Trust me, I tested that. But if you're wondering why the sticker doesn't appear on the character here, as I'm sure some of you might be wondering about that, it kind of looks ugly on Chocobo, to be honest, because it ends up going on his ride as well as the back of his head. I didn't like that, so I wasn't using team stickers at first. But if you go to Edit Display here, you can choose where you want to show the team sticker, or you want to show the designer sticker, aka the sticker that you're just running yourself, because there's a whole bunch of stickers that you can customize the characters with, that you can just play in the game in general. But finally, I know what you've all been waiting for. Me to talk about the shop. Because that is the cause of a lot of disdain. And I'm gonna mute this real fast once I find the remote. The remote. Hold on. Oh, found it. Okay. As far as choco-race is, I feel I need to make this very clear. So what you're looking at right now is the ticket shop. This is the in-game shop. As you can see, you can buy various characters. There's also rides, colors, stickers. We can switch between that stuff. As you can see, I bought Chocobo's rides, but one of Atla's rides hasn't been bought. The Chocobo that's in this game, by the way, is the one from Chocobo's Dungeon 2, just in case you're wondering. They will reference plenty of other stuff, though, don't you worry. Different colors for the rides that you can have. You can buy whatever you want there. You can buy various stickers, wallpapers for your thing, and even music, which in that case just has that track, but there may be more added in the future. So that's just fine because you can get tickets from playing in story mode, from playing series mode, and from increasing the bar that you might have seen in the upper right-hand corner of the screen on the main menu. I'll show the main menu real fast here. Get out here. Right up there in the upper right-hand side, you can see that that bar is not filled like at all, but once I get 34 gems in any sense of the word, well, 33 in this case since I have one there, I'll get a event ticket, which I can use in the shop. And it just keeps going like that, indefinitely. But obviously the big problem is, first off, we have the guild shop here. As you can see, I bought one of the first extra characters, Squall from Final Fantasy VIII. He costed 3,000 gil, but you can only get the gil from the online missions, as I showed you earlier. And if you're wondering what that counter is underneath, when the season ends, which in this case is in 61 days, 3 hours, and counting, all your gil goes away for that season. And a lot of people do not like that. The way I see it, this makes it so that you always have to start fresh. There's always going to be people online. You can't just stockpile gil and then be like, I'll save it for when I see something that I immensely want. And then I won't have to play at all for the entire 2 months. No. For the seasons, they want people to actively, constantly be online because that'll make sure that we always have a community. That's the way I see it. If they're just constantly stockpiling so much gil and then just not playing for a long period of time, then there's going to come a point where, like multiple other online games, the people just don't care. Besides, it's not like you have to use your gil on certain things. They say hot items here, but I don't have to buy Squall's Grip Mall Ride. I don't have to buy the gold coloring for Chocobo's ride, though I kind of want to, not gonna lie, and everything. I don't have to buy any of this. This is all just by choice. I can buy whatever the heck I want and choose not to buy other stuff. The limit of the guild just basically says, like, before the time runs out, make sure to use your guild. Make sure to splurge on whatever you choose to. Easy enough. So, I don't really see the problem. Of course, then we have the Mithril shop. Now, first and foremost, I should mention that, as you can see here, Mithril can be purchased with actual money. Which, to be fair, is not that different from the Crash coins in Crash Team Racing Nitro-Fueled a while back. But people are pretty up in arms about that because apart from the 50 mithril that they give you each week and the occasional gifts that they'll give you just for free, there's no other way to get mithril in this game. And in order to get the prize pass, which, as you briefly saw before with that thing, allows you to get Cloud at level 60, so there'll be an entire character that is locked off unless you get a prize pass. The prize pass costs 800 mithril, which honestly isn't too bad, all things considered. I bought a standard prize pass, so I'm doing it the fair way, but if you have 2400 mithril, like a real steep price, you can buy the premium prize pass, which will instantly give you level 60. Now, people would say that that's a pay-to-win thing. But here's why I say that isn't pay to win. I feel that's a lot less scummy than what they did in Nitro-Fueled. And here's why. Because in Nitro-Fueled, if you remember right, during the seasons, if you played certain characters, certain costumes, certain things and stuff that you had to buy from their shop, you'd get extra experience, incentive for you to buy specific things and basically be laughing in your face if you can't afford them. Especially since that shop changed out its inventory every hour. There were times where I couldn't even get a character because they just didn't show up in time. And eventually I managed to get the characters, but I had to wait some time before they would even show up and hope that I had enough Crash Coins to be able to afford them. And like I said, if you didn't have certain things during certain periods, the game would basically be punishing you and be giving unfair advantages to everyone else. And what's even worse was that they gave special rewards. I'm not sure how many of you remember this, but they gave special rewards to people who played the best each season. Exclusive rewards, exclusive cars, exclusive paint jobs, exclusive things in general, some of which were wildly overpowered. Yeah, you can see how that can get bad. Here, though, all of this stuff, these music, these characters and everything, they're just stuff you want, but it's not stuff you need. I've played people who are playing Cloud and everything. I don't see Cloud as this god tier character who's if you're not playing him, what's wrong with you or anything. It's not like some of the other characters we've seen in past games like this, where they're ridiculously overpowered. No. If you have Cloud, cool, you have Cloud. If you don't have Cloud, okay, unfortunate for you, but better luck next time. You're not actually being punished in any way for playing online and trying to get this stuff when you can't afford it. That's what I really like. Playing online, it feels very even. Very evenly matched, everyone has a chance every single time. And as for the purchasing Mithril, where it's oh, that's scummy, you have to purchase Mithril, and they're going to be charging premium prices and stuff. Oh yeah? Let me show you. Again, this is real. This is right off of my Switch. I'm going to the actual eShop, and I'm going to show you what it looks like when you purchase Mithril. Now, first and foremost, available until literally 2 days from now, probably more like 1 at this point. This point was this special commemorative price. Of this Mithril. I got I think it was, 400 Mithril for $2. I'm not kidding. I paid $2 and I got 400 Mithril, just like that. And we have this trial price here for $8, which you can only purchase one time, so I plan to wait to use it for when I see something that I really, really want. But it's just $8 here, and if we go to proceed to purchase, we can see exactly what we're getting. Well, okay. Why isn't it showing the... weird. It was showing what you actually get with it. I think it was I believe it was 1,600 Mithril total with that thing. Don't know why it's not showing it now. But anyways, you can do that for $8 and 1,600 Mithril. That's a steal. And finally, of course, these are deals. But let's look down here at what the actual Mithril costs they're always going to be here are. Let's see here. We have $10 for 1,000 mithril. Remember what I said? You can get a prize pass for 800. And you saw that there was a level up ticket for 200 and multiple other things. As you can see here, this is not nearly as scummy as people are thinking it is. In fact, it kind of reminds me of like Team Kirby Clash Deluxe and Super Kirby Clash, where in those games you could buy a lot of gym apples to give you an upper hand and help you out. And the prices were honestly pretty reasonable with those. It feels the same here. And as we can see here, we have like $28, which seems pretty crazy, until you realize that they are giving you 3,100 mithril for $28. Just let that sink in. This is not a deal. This is the actual price. Like, it's always going to be here. And then down here, we have for $46, we have, let's see here, looks like, yeah, I'm counting that right, 5,700 mithril. Imagine what that's going to do. And finally, for $82, if you really want to go splurge, you can get a ridiculous amount. I'm looking at this. Oh my gosh. I don't think I even realized how much this was. Looks like 11,400 mithril. My gosh. And remember, these aren't just one-time purchases. You can do these whenever you darn well feel like it. I could basically spend $10 every 2 months, give or take, and I'll be able to afford a prize pass at the very minimum every season, because every season lasts about 2 months, which, by the way, is way longer than the Nitro-Fueled ones as well, so way more time to be able to get what you want as well. And as you can see, in 1 week, I, without buying any kind of level up tickets or anything, just using team stickers, and I haven't bought any team stickers, I've just been given all the ones I have. And as you can see, I'm already at level 20 in 1 week. So, you can imagine it's not that hard to reach level 60. And the prize pass just makes it so you get more rewards. It's also the only way to get Cloud in this case, and probably certain future characters that'll be added. But, yeah. And remember, they've been giving out various mithril and stuff. I mean, as it is, they've given out 800 mithril just for the debut of the game, and they gave 500 mithril on the second day of release, just because on the first day, some elements of the multiplayer online, I should say, some elements of the online weren't functioning correctly. And because of that, as an apology, they gave every single player 500 mithril. Just think about that. They gave 1,300 mithril for free just for having the game. How do you call that scummy? That's insanely generous. So yeah, I don't consider this system scummy at all. And finally, last but not least, is about the mithril, because the mithril do expire, but contrary to the Guild, they don't expire at the end of the season. As if we look here in the options menu, and we go to mithril breakdown, mithril will expire at the end of the month, 5 months after acquisition. My expiration, I have 50 Mithril expire. Just 50 Mithril, because it's the stuff that was given to me. I learned that the Mithril you buy, it never expires. The Mithril you buy never expires. The Mithril you are given expires. And expires in 5 months. This won't expire until August 31st, the very end of August 31st. Like when it hits September is when this 50 Mithril expires. Like, wow. That's so much time to use for Mithril that they just give away. Why wouldn't you use it in that time? That's more than a season away. That's like over 2 seasons will probably have happened by the time this expires. And like I said, the Mithril I bought, like the 400 or so that I have still, yeah, that's never going away. That's mine to keep for as long as I ever want. So if I want to, like, splurge on a whole bunch of Mithril, I'll be able to use it in future seasons. So that's the truth, guys. That is what this game is really like. As you can see, it plays very well. And if you want any further proof, I think now's a good time to show you what the online is like. Looks like I still have a little bit of time before my weekly challenges re-enter, but whatever, I'll just run a normal race to show you guys. And I'm even gonna go one step further and show what happens if you don't have a team sticker. I promise you the team sticker makes a huge difference, but as you can see here, we are set up with all this, just as I said before. And we're having matchmaking happen. We already have 2 more players. There's a player 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Voila! That's how fast it takes to get into a match, guys. On average, that's how fast it takes to get into a match. Oh, well, this is a spoiler. This is like the last course in the game. Okay, sorry about that, but whatever. The GP just picks random courses. I can't help that. Oh, well. But as you can see, we have a whole bunch of heats here, and the top 4 from each heat move on to the next area. If you don't end up getting into the top 4, you claim your prizes, get sent off, and are able to enter another GP. Simple as that. And I messed up my starting boost. Oh well. I'll launch a Doom here. But yeah, I'm competing with actual players around the world right now. Shout out if you're one of the people playing against me, by the way. You're on camera and you don't even know it. As you can see here, the game is running very well. No frame drops whatsoever. I've been playing this for a week, and not once have I experienced a single frame drop, a single piece of lag, a single thing where the input didn't register. Not once. This is the only online game I can think of where I have never had a single problem, Nintendo or otherwise. The only problems I've had have been like one disconnection and one time that the game locked up because I think someone's battery ran out on the Switch. And it wasn't able to proceed because it didn't know that player. I've also seen a thing where players start prematurely, but that's what it looked visually. But they immediately, as soon as I was starting the race, everyone just kind of stopped and let me catch up. Which I take it as either everyone who started prematurely sucks, which I find that hard to believe, or more than likely, the game auto-corrected itself. It didn't wait until the end. It auto-corrected itself in the middle of the race. Just think about that. Not even Mario Kart does that. I've had times in Mario Kart where it acts like I was in 3rd place, but once I cross the finish line, oh wait, we're sorry, you were actually in 6th place. There were 3 people ahead of you, we just visually forgot to show that. I don't have that problem in this game. The placement I cross the finish line at, that's the placement I finish. Every single time. Without fail. And what's even more, when the game actually did kick me out, like had a connection error or something, I still got my rewards. All the rewards I got for completing the races I got, all the progress I got for completing the races I got, was still there. The only thing I lost was the chance to participate in the next race of said tournament. That's it. As you can see here, that didn't really increase the XP that much. But, when we use a sticker, if we use a sticker, it probably would be about to the top right now. About to the top of the thing. So as you can see, it makes a large difference, but it's not the end of the world. It just means that you need to do more races to level up. That's all. And I'm perfectly fine with doing that. You can still complete your missions, you can still get XP, you can still get your points. Everything is still the same. Oh, you get to see the secret character. Yep, everybody, the secret character is Cactuar! As you can see, he doesn't need a ride. He just runs. It's so appropriate, it hurts. As you can see, while Chocobo and Camilla wear these jet boots, the other characters have cars, certain characters, Sid has a tank. There's all kinds of different rides that the characters have. All of them are personalized in their own way. None of them feel exactly the same. It's awesome. I can't gush about this enough. Like, I'm amazed at how good this game is. I mean, even when I'm losing right now, I'm still having fun, and I feel like that was totally fair. I know what ability hit me. I know why I messed that up. It's not like somebody came blasting out of nowhere at the speed of light or activated a ridiculous shortcut that there's no way someone should be able to find it or anything. No. Ah, jeez. And I should have gone in that swap manager site, but oh well. And as you can see, I'm lost here, so I won't move on to the next round. But once you lose, it tallies up your score, gives you your points, and you can choose to keep racing or quit. And it gives you all the prizes you got. If you complete any challenges, they'll give you your prizes for that right away. As you can see here, this game is anything but scummy, anything but a cash grab. People are lying to you. People who are saying, like, this is scummy, this is a massive cash grab, they put, like, no effort in this. People are lying to you. And you know what's even crazier? There are plans to, in later seasons, add not only more characters, but also some free additional courses to the game. Not as part of a promotion or something, though there may be certain ones that you have to purchase or something, but they have promised that there will be some courses that will come to the game and just be part of it as free updates. No purchase or anything needed. Like, wow. And like I said, with this event here, I mean, look at this. Look at all the prizes you can get. And all this stuff is all things that are in the prize pass. All this is stuff you get just for being online in general. And the moment you get the prize pass, whatever level you're at, say that you decide to purchase the prize pass at level 25 finally, you would get this 150 gil. You'd get this team sticker set. You get that. You get that. You get all of this. I know, because I ended up purchasing the prize pass when I was like at level 4. I got 1,000 gil and this Flame Pound sticker instantly as soon as I did that. And if we go here, we can see that further along the line, if we have a prize pass, we get a reward every single time we level up. Every single time. And some of these are like 500 gil. That's some serious cash. And there's Cloud. Cloud is just unlocked. No additional purchase needed. Once I hit level 60, boom, I will have Cloud. Just like that. As long as I can get level 60 within 60 days, which should be insanely easy, I will get Cloud. And further along, we have even more rewards. We can get Materia Green color for Cloud's ride just for getting to level 70. We can get the Shimra Soldier Bike, Cloud's Grip Mall ride for 80. No purchase necessary. You just have to race long enough and get high enough level to get this stuff. And it goes all the way up to level 200. Which is giving all kinds of prizes. And again, these prizes aren't going to be something where it's like, oh, by having that prize, you're going to do way better in the races. You're going to have way more experience given to you. So you really want to get these prizes as fast as possible. Ooh. No. They're just all stuff that's like, if you want them, they're here. Go for them. It's whatever you want. Nothing where it's like they're saying like, you better get this or your online experience is going to be rougher. Nothing like that. Nope. Not in this entire crew here. Nothing at all. And if I weren't to get to level 60 for some reason and weren't to get Cloud, it would just be a situation of like, aw, darn, I missed that. Kind of like how in Mario Golf Super Rush with their online, if you don't get the rewards each month, it's like, aw, darn, I missed that costume. But that's it. There's no punishment or anything, and even better, they have promised that while you will probably have to wait a long time, like I'm sure we won't see Cloud for like another year or so, but they have promised that these events are not one time. Cloud could return in a future point if you end up deciding that you want to get the game later and stuff and you don't have enough time to go get Cloud or enough money to get the mithril you need to go get Cloud. No biggie. Wait like a year or something and he very well could show up again. So, yeah. I don't call this scummy at all. I call it very fair, and the way that they design this encourages players to constantly be online which means that there will constantly be people to race with, which means that there will not be times where Chocobo GP just has like an online event or something where it's just like, oh, I really want that prize or something, but no freaking person is playing with me because no one's playing because everyone already has all these prizes. No, there's so much stuff to get in this game that I'm sure these seasons will be bustling and constantly be having players playing them through the entirety of every season. I know I've spent like an hour gushing about this game, but I hope you guys understand why this is just something really special. This is the first item-based kart racer where looking at the full package without even thinking about what's to come. Just look at the full package of what we have here. What you get for like $50. Because this game's like $50. And it's a digital only here in the States. And what you get here, I would be comparing it to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It's the only item-based racer I've ever played where I can fairly say that it competes with Mario Kart 8 Deluxe when you look at the overall package. Other games have certain things over Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, but when you look at the whole package, they are always much weaker. CTR, Team Sonic Racing, any other kart racer that I can't think of right now that even has a chance. But yeah, this is the first one I played where I legitimately feel that it can compete with Mario Kart. And the coolest thing about that is I can't even feel ashamed saying that because it's a Switch exclusive as well, so it's not competing with Mario Kart. If anything, it's helping to sell the Switch system just like Mario Kart, kind of working alongside Mario Kart. So, hey, can't be mad about that. So yeah, I hope this video was informative. Sorry it took so long and everything. I hope to have more stuff uploaded soon. But I really hope you guys give this game a second look because I promise this is something special. This is something very special, especially if you're a Final Fantasy fan of any kind. So, on that note, to all my viewers, subscribers, and overall fans out there, thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you have a great rest of your day. And as always, until the next time, may the stars shine down on you.